Hello guys, my name is Bloodcar1, here to bring you guys our week 17 wheeler of UBA season 4. This week we are taking on my friend Deetrain and the Pittsburgh Celesteelers. It's our second division matchup of the season. We won the first one against Pales and basically this points. We have one more coming up, but that person is undefeated, so that will be a hard one. This one we have second, he's third in the division. Not that division or conference or anything actually matters in the grand scheme of things, but still. Want to do well division-wise. So, he has a pretty scary team. It's a pretty interesting matchup. Let's go over it really quickly and then go over what we're bringing real quick. So, he has Zapdos, Tapu Bulu, Mega Heracross, my favorite Mega actually. Politoed, Metagross, Nihilego, Uxie, Slurpuff, Diancie, Piloswine, a mon he really loves. He has drafted it many times, I guess, so yeah. He's really used to using Piloswine and then Jellicent. So, expecting the Zapdos, the Bulu, and the Heracross 100%, probably the Nihilego, and then any of the other 7 could come actually. So, it's an interesting matchup. He has the rain there with the Politoed and the Zapdos. Grassy terrain for recovering his Mega Heracross and making sure Nihilego doesn't take as much damage from Earthquake, I guess. He has one Levitate Mon. He has a flying type, so ground spam is not too great here either. I was fiddling with some sets. Wasn't too sure. Was thinking of bringing Mana Thief. Thought of bringing Buzzwole. And not bringing Stack Attacker because this is a shit matchup this week. I'm sorry for the swear word, but it is what it is. What else is on my team? Gliscor didn't have too good of a matchup. Not a bad one, but not great. Struggles getting through Bulu. Struggles with Zapdos. So. Struggles with Jellicent especially, and the Uxie of course. And then there's something else I'm not bringing, but yeah, it is what it is. On to the things we are bringing actually. Basically we are 3-3, he's 2-4. So if he wins, if he beats us, we are tied. At that point, don't know differential wise, but I think his difference is not that great, as ours is +3, I think. Let's see. We've been talking about this match quite a lot lately, so looking forward to it very much. Playing our Mega Mawile, Ironhead, Play Rough, Swords and Sucker Punch. Ironhead and Play Rough just stab. These two moves basically hit everything for at least neutral damage, so no reason to not run both. Oko's Diancie, of course, Nihilego, Bulu, might not be Oko, but still, will not enjoy taking an Iron, basically. Play Rough for hitting Savazar's Puzzle, the Heracross melee. Max HP, Max Defense, Impish Nature, and Max Spadef, some Spadef actually. Sorry about that. Pretty straightforward, sorry about that. Our main check to the Bulu, the Metagross, and the Mega Heracross. We take, after Stealth Rocks, we have a 50% chance to take a close combat from Heracross. So hope that does not occur, because don't want to be on the losing end of that 50-50, but from a +1 Mega Heracross, by the way. So after when you Intimidate, actually. If he's not +2, but he tends to run Swords Dance on it and clicking it turn 1 and stuff, so I fully expect him to have the Swords Dance, so there's that. That's the Mega Mawile, pretty straightforward. Our main check to the Mega Heracross, actually. It's not Mawile, because don't want to be banking on a 50-50. Leftovers, of course, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, Paceman, Knockoff, basically the same set we ran last week against Zombie Captains. I want to burn the Heracross and the Bulu. Shadow Ball for stab, Pain Split for recovery, and then Knockoff to knock off some items like an item on the Bulu or something he switches in on this, the Uxie maybe, the Jellicent. So that could be nice, knocking off those items. Pretty straightforward. My best answer to Mega Heracross. Just like, I mean, we face Mega Heracross and Mega Medicham in back-to-back weeks, so that's pretty crazy. But Cofagrigus is a decent answer to both, if there ever is an answer to any of those 2 months. But yeah, it's a decent answer at least. Next up, our Azelf. Bringing Life Orb Azelf this week. Psyshock, Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Thunder. Because he has the rain, that's why we're on Thunder. Yeah, I want to set up and just blow something back. Basically, my breaker and maybe a late game sweeper if it gets a chance. Enough speed. Timid's 160 speed is for the Nihilego. Running Psyshock, of course, since its physical defense is trash. Don't want to be running Psychic because it might take a Psychic actually, weirdly enough. Yeah, the rest in bulk. Pretty straightforward. I speed everything bar Scarfers, so because his team is quite slow. So yeah, we'll see. This could put in some work if I play it properly, I guess. And if I scout for the Scarfers. Next up, our Snorlax, which has done very well this week. So this season, I mean. Didn't bring it last week, I think. Bring it back this week. Had actually Buzzwole in its place, but decided to swap it out for Snorlax because actually Snorlax is the better matchup against the special attackers. Steelium Z this week. Steelium Z Heavy Slam hits the Bulu, hits the Nihilego, hits the DNC. So he doesn't have the best set for Steel type moves, and then Crunch to hit everything that resists Steel. Like the Zapdos, like the Politoed, the Uxie, Metagross, the Jellicent. So yeah, Curse and Rest, so just basic Curse Rest Snorlax. Max HP, 40 in attack to ensure we 2-hit KO Bulu, I think, with a Heavy Slam if he's max HP. 138 Spadef with a Care from Nature. Make sure we can take 3 Sludge Waves from Nihilego if he's Life Orb. And we can take 4 Thunderbolts from Zapdos if he's Timid Max Special Attack, I think. Something like that, so pretty crazy. Very specific set, I know, but it's quite important. So yeah, gotta be careful with this, but actually this could put in a lot of work if I play properly. Thick Fat, of course, helps with the the Piloswine as well. So yeah, next up, our main breaker of the team actually, Close-Spec Kyurem, Ice Beam, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, Shadow Ball. Just dual stab, Earth Power to hit the Diancie mainly in the Metagross, because they do both resist. No, Diancie doesn't resist ice, but Metagross does resist both our stab moves. Shadow Ball is there to hit the Jellicent and the Uxie super effectively, because Follow Flooding is Flash Cannon, but I have Earth Power for the DNC already. It doesn't really want to take 2 Ice Beams either way. So yeah, 192 speed is enough. Modest 192 speed is enough for Tapu Bulu and Mega Heracross, because they have the same base speed. Max Special Attack Modest to hit as hard as possible, and then the rest in HP. So pretty straightforward set, but could put in a lot of work. So looking forward to using this one. And then last but not least, Blueberry, our new addition to the team. We actually made a transaction with the team. We traded free agency transaction. We traded Alolan Executor for Ferroseed, bringing max special defense Ferroseed. Also a good check to the Nihilego and the Zapdos if he doesn't drop from Heat Wave, but he probably will. Leech Seeds, Gyro Ball, Spikes, and Stealth Rocks. Just wanna get up Hazard with this. Be annoying with Leech Seed. Make sure we don't get killed, I guess, basically. Yeah. Fun fact, a Gyro Ball from this thing against a max speed Nihilego, so Timid to Nihilego has like, I don't know, 75% to Oko or something. So it's pretty crazy if you think about it. So he might think we can't really take an HP fire, so he might go it back. I'm quite afraid of a hazard stacking Nihilego, so gotta be careful with that. We'll see. So yeah, that's the team. Pretty straightforward, but I think it looks good. Could put in some good work. So yeah, see you guys in the match, I guess. Alright, guys. So we're here with the match against Deetrain. He brings a team of Politoed, Tapu Bulu, Uxie, Nihilego, Mega Heracross, and Zapdos. Probably expecting a more defensive Politoed. Probably Assault Vest Bulu or something. Defensive Uxie definitely with Memento. Maybe dual screens Nihilego. Might be Hazards, but might be Scarfed as well for my Azelf. Just offensive Mega Heracross, probably with Swords Dance, because he likes Swords Dance on that thing, and then probably just a defensive Zapdos with Thunder, I'm assuming, in the rain, or Discharge for the paralysis. So yeah, let's jump into the match and see how we did. So he leads off with his Mega Heracross, as we lead off with our Configurator. So this is basically the matchup I want. Because I mean, I'm just gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp here. Don't really lose much by doing so, and I can cripple this thing. And if he goes for a Swords Dance here, we're basically in the same spots, but he's burned, so he's taking damage. So I'm just gonna go for Will-O-Wisp here, as he does switch into the Nihilego. And we land the Willow, so that thing is burnt, it's gonna be whittled down. I can't really stay in here, because I have 0 SPDF investment, so I'm gonna switch out into my Pharaoh Seed. This is max HP, max SPDF, so if he doesn't have the HP Fire, I can wall this thing, and if he does, he has a chance to do it KO me if he's max special attack. So as he goes for T-Spikes here, which is, yeah, that's gonna be annoying, because I mean, it hits half of my team. So my Kofank, my Kyurem, my Snorlax are gonna be affected by this. My Mawile, Azelf, and Ferroseed are not gonna be affected by it. So it's not too bad, I guess, but still gonna be annoying, whittling down my things like my Snorlax and my Kyurem. He gets up the rocks as well, and we go for a Gyro Ball, and yeah, Ferroseed picking up a kill. Yeah, this was, if he was max speed, max special attack, this was not even a roll, so it did like 96 min or something. So yeah, Ferroseed picking up its first kill, I guess. So yeah, the Nihilego goes down, but its main use was probably to get up the hazards anyway, so he probably didn't even mind this going down. But yeah, so that thing goes down, so we get rid of that, and he goes into the Heracross. So I gotta switch out, I can't take a close combat, so gotta go immediately back into my Kofag here, which get poisoned, which is annoying. Taking the rocks as well, excuse me. As it does go for the Mega, and goes for an SD. Right here, I'm just gonna go for Will-O-Wisp again. He might stay in now that he's at +2. He can't kill me with anything, so I'm just gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp here. Try and burn this monster. He goes for the Bullet Seed. Does very good damage, obviously. So actually, after taking this damage, I'm gonna go down to poison here. So getting off this Willow will be crucial. But unfortunately, we missed the Will-O-Wisp, and we go down to the poison. So yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle here. We are facing a Heracross, it's Mega Heracross at +2 attack. Right now I'm actually gonna make a risky play. I did not actually calc this, I don't even know how much bulk investment. He told me it was max attack, so that I know, but if he's actually max speed, max attack, I should go into Azelf here and just click Psyshock. Life Orb, Psyshock, Okos. But if he's bulky, it might not. And then my Azelf is gone, and that's quite a win condition there. So I'm gonna go into my Mawile here and get the Intimidate off. This is max HP, max defense. Well, as you might know from Team Builder, if you've watched that. After Mega Evolving, he has a 50% chance to kill me with a close combat after rocks. So it's basically a 50-50. So I'm just gonna get Play Rough here and hope he doesn't get the roll or switches out. Because nothing on his team wants to take a Play Rough. So yeah, it's a risky play, but I felt like I had to do it. So we do Mega Evolve as he does stay in, goes for the close combat, and he does get the roll. So yeah, it is what it is. But now his defenses are lowered, so I can easily go into Azelf here and revenge kill him if he wants to sack this. And we go for Side Shock as he does stay in, and the Mega Heracross is down luckily, which is, I mean, it's a good thing obviously because that thing is a big threat. So that's gone. So it's 4-4 now. So pretty good match so far. Here he goes into the Politoed, and I'm like, what's he gonna do? So right here, I'm gonna make a huge misplay actually. On this set, I have Nasty Plot, Side Shock, Shadow Ball, and Thunder. Should have just gone for Thunder, but I go for the greedy play. Think like, what's this gonna do to me? As he goes for a serve and just blows me back. So yeah, serve in the rain. Didn't calc anything, just should have gone for Thunder. If he's offensive, I actually take him out. So that's pretty greedy on my part, but yeah, it is what it is. Azelf goes down, so it's 4-3 now. Gotta make some magic happen, I guess, to pull this one back. So we're going to Snorlax, and I'm just gonna go for a curse here, as he, excuse me, switches into the Tapu Bulu. Right here, I'm just gonna click my Z move. I can take any hit from, especially at +1, even if he's banned at superpower, I can take it. So I'm just gonna click my Stadium Z here, as he goes for a sub. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste my Z move on a sub there. That's not really what you want to see, but it is what it is. But yeah, so there goes the Z move. Just gonna click Heavy Slam here, I think, as he switches out into the Uxie. And does considerable damage to the Uxie. He's gonna skill swap, which is interesting here. Very good tech actually, because it increases the longevity of his Uxie and it decreases the longevity of my Snorlax in the grassy terrain. That's actually a pretty good tech there. So props to him for that one. Did not expect it, but very smart actually. So yeah, just gonna curse up again here. +2 attack, +2 defense. Just gonna go for a crunch here, as he goes for the Memento. So yeah, lowering my attack to neutral again, I guess, and my special attack is lowered as well. So here goes into the Politoed. I'm like, this shouldn't be able to kill me, so I'm just gonna rest here, get rid of the poison, and then start setting up once again whenever I get whenever I wake up again. As he goes for a Hydro Pump, and he takes me out. During the match I didn't calc this, but this actually means he's a very offensive Politoed, probably Specs even. Because actually did not see him switch up any moves yet, so it's probably Specs Politoed, which is a very smart bring on his part, gotta admit. But yeah, did not expect this. Just didn't really cross my mind to face an offensive Politoed. So yeah, smart bring on his part. So definitely caught me off guard there. So yeah, 2-3 down, and yeah. Gonna go into my Pharisee here. He's gonna switch out into the Zapdos as I get up the Leech Seed, which is pretty good. It's still raining, so he can't really go for Heat Wave here because but he wants to get rid of the Leech Seed, which, I mean, it's fair. And I get up a Spike, which will come in pretty handy actually. He goes for a sub here as I go for a Gyro Ball. Later on, it told me actually that this was sub-focus punches Bulu, so that could have been a huge issue if he ever got a free sub up. So glad I gyro balled there, because it's probably lost me the match if we got behind the sub. So yeah, goes into the Zapdos again on my gyro ball, because I can't let him sub. Even though I didn't know it was focus punch at that point, but yeah. But the spike is putting in work, because he's very good switch on his part to expecting the lead seat there. But his team is getting chipped down, even the Politoed here. So I'm gonna go for a gyro ball here, do decent damage to the Politoed, but nothing too crazy. He gets some HP back. He goes for a focus blast here, does 62%. So yeah, didn't calculate either. Go for a gyro ball again. Right here, unfortunately for him, he misses the focus blast. Yeah, I mean it's pretty important, because actually if he takes down my Ferroseed here, I lose the game. So actually this piece of hex is a little bit more important than the Willow was miss, I guess. So yeah, unfortunate for him, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna get off a lead sheet because of it. Get some HP back, and the Politoed is at 42% now. He hits the next focus blast, luckily. Don't want to be missing 2 in a row, of course, but I mean he used 3 focus blasts, he missed 2, so that's about 67%. So it's around the 70 it's supposed to be, but it's still unfortunate for him. So yeah, only Kyurem left against Politoed, Tapu Bulu, and Zapdos, but I'm Specs. I outspeed 2 out of the 3 of them, and the Politoed is pretty low, so I just gotta lock into Ice Beam here and pray I can beat him here. Best case scenario for me would be if he switches out, actually. So he reduces the hit points on his Politoed a little bit more with the spike, but I'm just gonna Hail Mary the Ice Beam here. I take rocks damage, I get poisoned, so got a limited amount of turns, but luckily I do get the don't know if it was a roll or anything, but since he was obviously offensive Politoed, but the focus blast miss there definitely mattered, because he was at lot higher hit points than he was actually, so than he was now if he had hit the focus blast. So that probably cost him a 3-0 win, I guess. Now it's 2 against 1, but my Kyurem hits both of them super effectively, so he goes into the Zapdos here. He goes for a Roost, and we're gonna click Ice Beam again, because we can't, and we do 83%. Just think about it, this is a neutral hit on the Zapdos. Don't know if he was, don't know which Zapdos said, but might have been offensive, didn't calculate or anything, because the only thing I can do here is click Ice Beam. Goes for a U-turn to get some chip down. Goes into the Bulu here. I get off an Ice Beam. Yeah, take the Bulu out because I had speeded. And now just gonna live the next hit and then hopefully take out the Zapdos here. It's gonna be a 1-0 either way. He goes for hidden power. Probably HP. Yeah, good question what HP it actually was. It's neutral to me, so yeah. Might be HP ground or something to hit the Mawile, since he didn't want to run Heat Wave in the rain probably or something. I don't know, I didn't ask him what hidden power it was, but HP ground or fire, but then you would run Heat Wave, I guess. HP ice maybe. For the Gliscor probably, if I had to guess. That actually makes more sense. But we live that, and we take him out with the Ice Beam. And we get a very close win there. Pretty lucky on our part there. Because of the Focus Blast miss. So that's quite unfortunate for him. Yeah, but we win the game in the division matchup. We move up to 4-3, I think. And he drops to 2-5, unfortunately. But he's a good battler, so, and he's had some tough losses, so he probably will bounce back and make playoffs. Hashtag bold predictions there, I guess. So yeah, good game to Deetrain. Really enjoyed this battle. It was a very close one. If he hadn't missed the focus boss, I would have lost 3-0. Simple as that. But yeah, it is what it is. It's a game we play, I guess. And I mean, I missed the Will-O-Wisp as well, but that was a little bit less important, I guess. In comparison to the focus boss miss, of course, which actually cost him the game there. But he wasn't too mad about it or anything. But still, it sucks for him, of course. Definitely now that he's 2-5. But yeah. The link to Deetrain's channel will be in the description down below, so definitely go check him out. He's a great guy. Go check him out. Watch his side of the battle as well. Subscribe to him and drop a like. And yeah, next week we're taking on Coward of Kanto and the Washington Blizzards. He's lost season's champion, so that'll be a difficult one, I think, but he's not doing as hot as it was last season, so we might have a little bit of a chance there. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, see you guys next week.